$1.5 trillion.
E-commerce has arrived.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
This is exactly how this works. All right. So you've got these big Fortune 500 companies, household names, companies with household names, right, that they have a lot of money allocated to advertising. And you see this every day. You turn on your TV, you see advertising. You turn on the radio, you hear advertising. Print magazines, all this stuff. Well, these companies have big advertising budgets and they allocate it in different places. One of the places that they allocate it is to the internet. They have a large portion of their budget set aside to advertise online. And so what I did was I went to them and I said, look, would you pay me to advertise for you? Would you pay me if I send you a customer? And they said, yeah, it made sense. Think about it. They pay me only if I send them a customer.
It's results-oriented.
Right.
It's performance-based.
It made a lot of sense to them. Instead of paying to be seen, they're paying for customers, right? So they allocate a large portion of their budget to advertising this way. And what I do is I go promote these companies. I don't have to work against them. I don't have to build a business and try to compete with these monster companies. I work with them.
They've already got it going.
Right. I'm helping them. I send them customers, and in turn, they send me a check. They pay me for sending them customers. So they're elated. You know, when they get a new customer, they're excited. They don't mind paying me.
So my rich dad said, in the world of business, there's E's. And E's stand for employees. An employee, he says, you can always tell who they are by their core values. And what the employee, whether the president or the janitor of the company, will always say the same words. The words are, I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefits. That's what makes them an employee, because their core values are security. The other one of the four is the S, or the small business owner or the self-employed. And again, their core values will cause them to use the same words, which are, if you want it done right, do it by yourself. S means they're also solo. They're generally one-person act, or they operate by themselves. On the right side of the quadrant are the B's. And what Rich Dad said the B stood for was big business, or like Bill Gates. Forbes defines big business as 500 employees or more. And their words are different. They say, I'm looking for a good system, a good network, and the smartest people I know to help run my business. So they're unlike the S. They don't want to run the company by themselves. They want smart people to run their companies for them. And then the fourth of the quadrant is the I, and I stands for investor. These are people who have money work hard for them. These people are people who have people work hard for them. And these are the people that work hard for the rich here. So early on in my life, it was my poor dad who always said to me, you know, Robert, go to school and so get a high-paying job. And so my poor dad's core value was to be an employee. He wanted job security, promotions, a steady paycheck, and all this. And so it was my rich dad who said to me, he says, you know, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you owned, and something you could pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Whereas my poor dad said, work hard, but my rich dad said, why would you work hard for something you'll never own and you can get fired from right away? Again, that was the difference in values. So my rich dad suggested I learn how to be a business owner and learn how to be an investor. And that's one of the big differences. On this side of the quadrant, these people here work for security. They work for money also. On this side over here, their key value that they want is they want freedom. They don't want to have to work at a job anymore. They don't want to have to work for the rest of their lives. So the beauty of building a business and learning how to invest is very simply that this is passive income. You work hard for a few years, but possibly for the rest of your life, income keeps flowing to you.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. cowards do that, and that ain't you! You're better than that!
This is not a mansion, but here's the cool thing. I have got in this house, first of all, it's 1,900 square feet. In the back, here, come here, baby. Just point the camera out there, and I don't know if it'll catch it. Back there is a river full of crocodiles that is totally awesome. It's protected land, an estuary. It goes on for acres and acres and acres. There's no houses or anything behind. Here, come this way, baby. Let's just show people. And out on this side of the property here, so we've got a crocodile river in the backyard, and over here in the front yard, we have got one of the most pristine, awesome oceans that I've ever seen in my entire life. And the cool thing is that we have the availability to build a business on the internet. You can literally work with people in every single country in the entire world, and you can do it profitably with very, very, very little or no money to start. A few months ago, I got started with like 200 bucks to my name. I've made like $95,000, and I'm living in Costa Rica. Look at me. I got my shorts on. My hair's huge. I'm not professional by any stretch of the imagination, but look what I've done. And so, come on, come this way. I'm actually going to take you out here. So. What I want you to think of is I want you to think of how awesome it would be to live in this. Look at this. You ever wanted to drink out of a coconut on the beach, making like 20 or 30,000 a month? Huh? Check this out. Coconuts. You just pull them right out of the trees. Got 2 coconuts now for later. This is awesome, guys. And the cool thing is I did this in like 4.5 months. I mean, think of what you could do. Seriously, take a look at your life. You know, are you making the money you want to make? Are you living the dream? You know, 4.5 months ago when I got started in my business, I told my wife, go to work, babe, and just let me do this full time. In 4.5 months, look what I was able to do. And I credit that to her. My wife is really awesome. But guys, okay. Now I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but babe, you gotta focus the camera this way, okay?
I can see the ocean.
Guys, check this out.
Hello everyone, welcome to Good Money, your trusted source for personal finance advice. I'm Tanya Rivero in New York. Ever wonder what it would be like to work from home? With advances in technology, more and more people are looking for home-based jobs that could easily give them the flexibility of setting their own hours and perhaps find a better work-life balance.
It enables you to run your own business, be your own boss, but with the backing of another company that's there because you're selling their products or their services.
Wouldn't it be nice if your commute consisted of stepping to the kitchen for a cup of coffee, then into your home office? Well, thanks to the internet, plenty of people do it daily.
Best commute in town. Very short. Takes me about 30 seconds. We get to choose our own hours. It allows me to have the flexibility to do things with my wife and my daughter.
So there are real work-at-home jobs out there.
There is opportunities to work at home. You just need to find out what type of an opportunity you're best suited for and research it and pursue it.
For Money Talks, I'm Stacy Johnson.